You can really see the humidity on our Osage Casino Sky Cam network. It's that haze in the air that you see kind of off in the distance, makes it a little bit blurry. That is all that Gulf moisture. Something else to also note on the camera here is notice all the yellows and browns coming back into all the grassy surfaces that used to be just a bright, lush green. Yeah, we're already starting to see the temperatures so hot and the conditions so dry in many areas where the grass has been cut short. It's already starting to burn, more like what we see in July and early August. It is 92 right now. The heat index is 99. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're getting plenty of daylight hours, that is for sure. We're approaching our longest day of the year. Of course, that would be near the summer solstice. Today we've got about 14.5 hours of daylight. Sunrise at 6:06, sunset at 8:38. June 21st coming up is the first official day of summer. 6:07 is the sunrise, sunset at 8:44, and then after that our daylight hours start to shrink. Our days get just a smidge shorter all the way into August when we lose about an hour of daylight. Right now though, summer almost in complete full swing. Temperatures definitely reflecting summer-like conditions. 90 degrees right now in Bartlesville. It is 91 in Pawhuska, 90 in Tulsa, 92 McAllister. The air temperature above 100 in southwestern Oklahoma, where the air is a little bit drier, so it heats up quicker. These are the dew point values in the lower 60s, so that's allowing the air temperature to creep up. However, where we have the dew points in the 70s, we've even had a few 75-degree readings in parts of Green Country. That is muggy, that is very humid, and that's when the heat index starts to climb up to near 100 degrees. So that's what we're seeing in central Oklahoma. 105 in Norman right now, 101 in Holdenville, 99 in Okfuskee County there near Okemah, 101 right now in Sapulpa, 99 degrees officially at the airport in Tulsa. So heat index flirting with 100 today, same thing tomorrow, and it slowly creeps up a few degrees heading into the weekend and the first of next week. We have a weak cold front that will try to make its way in early next week, but the latest data stalls it out before it gets to Tulsa, and we just continue. Weather ongoing right now in parts of South Dakota and Iowa, also northern Kansas and parts of Nebraska. That is where the severe storms are going to be located through the day today. We will have the potential for a few storms developing out over the Rocky Mountains that will try to make their way into far western Kansas and the western portions of our panhandle late this evening. Not locked in, it's still a low threat that we see a few strong to severe storms in far northwestern Oklahoma this evening. And then overnight tonight, we're going to watch for additional storms potentially developing in Kansas and northwest Oklahoma that may impact Green Country. Heading into your evening hours though, here in Tulsa, we are quiet. It's more of the heat that's the headline, that's for sure. Temperatures in the middle 90s, feeling close to 100, falling into only the 80s by the time we get to 10 o'clock. And then tomorrow morning, between the hours of 3 a.m. and noon, we'll be monitoring a cluster of thunderstorms trying to form in north central parts of the state that will be riding the jet stream, so orienting themselves where they're making their way to the south and east. Notice it's a very But heading into the first part of the day tomorrow, a few of those storms may produce some wind and some hail. So, of course, we'll be tracking it. Station will be on bringing you updates if need be, along with Alan Crone. Tomorrow morning, those chances are still running at about 20 to 30%. Higher likelihood definitely up to the north and back to the northwest. But we're going to keep an eye on it. We'll have an opportunity tomorrow morning, and then the afternoon, we're looking mostly dry. There's always the potential this time of year that those morning storms put out an outflow boundary or an area where we get a little bit of convergence of the wind at the surface, and that can cause pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. Right now, that does not look likely for your Thursday. We may end up with a few additional storms early Friday as well, mainly north of Tulsa. So tonight we're down into the 70s. Our normal 65. That's just not going to happen tonight. It's going to be a warmer night, and then tomorrow back in the lower and mid 90s, but the heat index values will be close to 100. We'll talk more about those rain and storm chances coming up in our evening newscast. We'll break down the timeline, also that severe threat in more detail, but as of right now, those storm chances are low. We'll talk more about that increasing heat as well coming up. Make sure the very latest version of our News on 6 app will keep you updated there. Just go to newson6.com/connect.